What's up YouTube? My name is Hayes, veterinarian sneakerhead, hence the shoe vet. We're back again with another shoe appointment. Y'all see the shirt, y'all see who I'm rocking with this weekend. I thought the album was pretty solid. Not as good as I wanted to, but I think an overall solid project. But we're here to talk about shoes today, of course. This shoe's pretty eccentric, it's pretty strange to me. I spent a lot of time, doing my research, wearing the mess out these shoes. It's gonna look a little dirty for the B-roll footage for this too as well, because I have to give you guys the most honest, precise review that I possibly could. So out of respect to that, I just asked you guys, watch the video. Let me know how you felt about it down in the comments down below. For all my returning clients, as usual, I can't appreciate you guys enough. I love you guys. If you'd like to become a client, couple easy steps: hit the red subscription button down below, as well as the notification bell so that you'll be notified of my next appointment. Secondarily, also follow me on Instagram. The handle is Hayes_TSV. The link for that will be down below in the comments. But with the formalities out the way, I can't hold on to these shoes any longer. So without further ado, let me introduce today's appointment: the Spring/Summer 2020 Balenciaga Tyrex.
The buy the button, yeah. The buy set the potato, boy, sunlight that always stays.
Yo. And now we're back. I've been kind of playing around with my editing and everything like that. I just kind of want to get you guys' opinion on that little segment right there. How have you guys feeling that? I've been working pretty hard on my edits lately. So again, just tell me how you feel about it. But with that all out the way, let's go ahead and get ourselves changed. And let us commence with today's dissection. All right, now with any product that I buy, I do enjoy looking at the presentation. So starting from the outside, we're gonna start with the bag. Now the bag does come in a pretty cool gray with just the Balenciaga logo that's embossed on the front. Pretty crisp, pretty clean. You got some thick cotton laces as handles. Honestly, I kind of miss the old white bag, but hey, it is what it is. It's just a bag. Moving on to the box. The box is a flip open cardboard box, completely in that same gray color. You got the Balenciaga logo on the top. There is no sizing tag anywhere else on the box. Like I said, it's super clean, super crisp. Flip open the box, you greet it with the cardboard interior, and then you also greet it with the bunch of accessories that this shoe includes. Now, there is a extra set of fluorescent yellow laces. So from the laces, you'll probably, from the thumbnail, you can probably tell that I got this in a fluorescent yellow colorway. But anyways, extra set of fluorescent yellow laces. Beneath that, you are giving the dust bag that fashion labels love to give out. This one again coming in gray with the Balenciaga logo printed on the front. Cotton string laces as drawstrings. Beneath that, and what's unique to this shoe is that you are giving like a string bag, I guess. I don't really know the official name for it, but you are giving like a string book bag. Heavy cotton laces for the strings, base black color. On the dorsal or back aspect of the bag, you are giving the Tyrex logo in a large white print. On the ventral or bottom side of bottom aspect of the bag, and you do have a very, very small Balenciaga logo that's subtly printed in white. Beneath that, you are giving a bunch of tissue paper, and as you could imagine, beneath that, you're greeted with the shoes. Now, I had to get this in the fluorescent yellow colorway. I just love how vibrant and bold this is. It does come in a couple other colorways. There's like a monotone black, there's a black and silver, and then I believe there's a monotone black, a black and silver, and if I'm not mistaken, it's like a red and black or red, black and silver. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But yeah, the only one they didn't have in store when I went was I think this is the monotone black. But like I said, once I saw they had this one, I had to go with it. Now, concerning the materials, Balenciaga is priding themselves on making this shoe 100% leather free, basically kind of going eco-friendly, which is okay, I guess. A lot of these synthetic materials aren't biodegradable, so I kind of question how eco-friendly we're really going, but that's neither here nor there. The shoe is primarily comprised of polyurethane, but also has polyester and rubber. Starting from the tongue, you are giving a black pull tab in nylon to help you put the shoe on. The entire tongue is pretty much comprised of this mesh material with some hits of polyurethane on the dorsal aspect of it. On both the medial and lateral aspect of the tongue, you do have some elastic bands that help pull the tongue up and out when you're slipping your foot in. Hopefully my camera can pick it up well, but if it doesn't, just trust me, I'm a doctor. Moving down cranially or towards the toe box of the shoe, you are greeted with a very, very nice intricate webbing of the polyurethane and polyester material. Just ventral or underneath that though, you do have some padding of mesh to help protect your foot from those hard materials. What's pretty unique and cool about this webbing up here is that, so this shoe was partly inspired by human anatomy, primarily the muscles. And when you actually step down on this shoe, the webbing actually expands out, and then when you pick your foot up, it actually contracts back in, almost as if it's, you know, simulating the art of breathing basically. And I mean, I think the ingenuity and the idea of that's actually pretty cool. Moving down cranially towards the toe box, you do have a rubber toe cap with the Tyrex logo that is in a base black color with a gray background. Moving back caudally to your midfoot does differ both laterally and medially. On the lateral aspect, it's just a base fluorescent yellow, but on the medial aspect of it, you do have a lot of black webbing that gives it a nice bit of contrast. Your anklet is lined with a black layer of foam that's pretty thin, as well as lining the cranial edge of the tongue. You do have one lace eyelet on each side of the shoe, and then again, you do have that cotton tubular shape fluorescent yellow lace. Moving back caudally or towards the back, towards the heel, you do have a pull tab made out of the synthetic material, as well as kind of like a little reinforcement tab for your Achilles. It does have some foam padding on it. Ventral to that, you do have like a little layer of synthetic material with the Balenciaga logo that is embossed onto it. Ventral to that, there's like a plastic see-through heel counter that does have some black lining. And then beneath that bottom lip of the plastic heel counter, you are giving your sizing number that's embossed into it. As you can see here, I got mine in the 41, but I'll go into sizing a little bit later in the video. Now, your midsole and your outsole is primarily comprised of just rubber. You do have some plastic hits that's towards the heel. Again, forgive me for the dirtiness of the shoe. I really had to put a lot of time, you know, walking around this shoe to give you guys the best and most accurate advice as far as sizing and comfort. Follow along with me. They did kind of shape this outsole in the shape of an infinity symbol or 8, depending on which way you want to look at it. I think they specifically said infinity symbol though. I wonder if you got like 6 of these infinity shoes together and like, you know, snap them together, would it make like, you know, half of the shoes of the universe disappear? I wonder. Moving back caudally of the outsole, you do have this, and I quote, subtle heel. That really does kind of change the look of this shoe. I mean, because from first look, you think this is something real sporty, but with a combination of this heel and the square toe box, it does kind of give it a very chic or avant-garde kind of look to it. The inside of the shoe is lined with a very thin padding of foam, and then you do have a very thin foam insole with the Balenciaga logo that is towards the caudal part, towards your heel. And I think that's really gonna do it for the dissection part of this video. Now, I know you're probably thinking, hey, so what's the sizing, what's the comfort, how would you style it, pros and cons, what are your thoughts of this shoe, things like that. As far as sizing goes, I mean, with Balenciaga, I always size down on things. So I got this in a size 41, a size 8. My true to size would be a 42, aka a size 9. Trying on the size 9, I did have a fair amount of room in the toe box area, even with that little slant. So, of course, like I said, I sized down. Now, the thing about that though is, although I do like how much room I have, it's pretty snug on, it's kind of snug on the toe box area for me, but I like that in my shoes. What I didn't really like, and I don't know, I think it might have been just me, because on my right foot, the cranial edge of this tongue, so this edge right here, for whatever reason on my right foot only kept bearing down into my foot. My left foot was just fine, but I don't know why, but it was just this shoe. I don't know, maybe I just tied it down too tight, so it could have been just me, but I gotta let you know about it, okay? So therefore, I'd recommend to, you know, size down, but if you do have a more, you know, large or wide foot, I think probably, even though this shoe does expand when you press down on it, you probably should go true to size. I think it's a good segue to get into the comfort of this shoe. Hey, is this shoe comfortable? Not really. Walking all day in this shoe is honestly a pain. You know, by the time I got home after walking the strip with some of my friends who came into town, I mean, my feet were not necessarily screaming, but definitely yelling at me. I mean, there isn't really any, you know, cushioning system in this. Like I said, it's just some thin foam inside and then just straightforward rubber. You know, it's not necessarily gonna like kill your feet, but you'll definitely be feeling it by the time you get home if you do a lot of walking all day. Therefore, I suggest you kind of use this for dinners, you know, night outs, dates, movies, things like that. I do not suggest you, go on like a tour around the city in these shoes. As far as how to style these shoes, I do have a couple of different kind of looks on my on-foot portion later on in the video, so I can kind of give you guys a feel of what it looks. Me personally, I feel like these shoes go great with something, pretty casual, the business casual to, actually dressed up. I don't really think this shoe is gonna look too great in something like some joggers or some sweatpants, things like that. And primarily it's because of this, this heel and this square toe box. It really gives this shoe kind of like a chic or avant-garde kind of look. So I don't really think it'll look too great in that. I forgot to throw on some B-roll footage just showing you, just for kicks, just to show you what it looks like in the sweatpants or joggers. I'll probably put some up on Instagram just so you guys can see it, so make sure you're following me on that, okay? As far as the pros and cons of this shoe, as far as the pros, this is a pretty unique silhouette. It's definitely eye-catcher. There isn't really anything on the market like this. It's obviously pretty unique. It's kind of like if the track trainer and like a high-end loafer had a baby. This is it, and all this square-headed, lopsided baby self. I do get a lot of compliments I did get a fair amount of compliments and looks when I do wear this shoe, because again, it really sticks out, especially in this colorway. But unfortunately, that's kind of wrapping up for the pros. As far as the cons, let's start from the top. This shoe is a whole stack, a whole rack, a whole K, however you want to put it, and honestly, any shoe, there's no shoe that is worth that much, but especially this, the lack of the premium materials just really says like, come on, it's almost like you're paying, $25 for the webbing, $25 for the rubber, maybe $15 for the sizing number on the back, and then maybe $35 for the accessories in the box. The other $900 is pretty much just for this Balenciaga logo that's on here. It's just it's just ridiculous how much this shoe costs. And that was just a joke. I know there's a lot that goes into research, development, marketing, things like that, but this shoe is just way overpriced. So if you were to ask me, hey, would this shoe be worth buying right now, I would tell you guys honestly and truthfully, absolutely not. You're gonna have to wait for a while for it to come out on sale. I think this dropped on July 27th exactly online, and then February 3rd in stores. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit for it to go on sale, but I wouldn't buy this anywhere near retail. As far as my final thoughts of the shoe, again, it's a real cool look. I like the, shape and design of it. It is pretty slender, sleek, sexy, sporty. All those S's, come on, give me that. But, it looks good on feet, it's unique, but all those other things combined, making it making the $1,000 shoe and, the comfort and wearability of the shoe, it's just overall not really worth it, you know what I mean? Hayes, are you gonna keep it? Yeah, I think I like it enough to keep it, but I don't really know how often I'm gonna wear it. I know it's probably a stupid decision, especially in these times right now, but it kind of grew on me. I'm not gonna front. It grew on me at first. I was like, oh hell nah, like this is definitely have to go back, but it grew on me. Maybe I shouldn't have walked in it all day, whatever. But I think that'll about do it. The only thing left we have to do is get to the on-foot footage. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if this video helped you out, whether it's, hey, I wanna buy this shoe, or hey, thanks for letting me know all this, I don't wanna buy this shoe, just give me a subscription down below, comment down how you feel about this shoe. What do you think about this heel too as well, man? This heel is just, it's trippy, man. I'm not gonna front. This heel really changed a lot about this shoe. But yeah guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and see you guys in the next video.